Okay guys, a few words of explanation before I get started here. This game was on September 25th, 2012. It was probably my second favorite battle that I remember, and you'll see why here in a few minutes. I was platooned with Wilkie over there in his KV-4, and Guy, that one guy, over there in his AMX 1390. Now, a few minutes ago, Esdrin gave me a suggestion to change the graphics settings to colorblind mode, and it looks like instead of red, it changes red to purple. And what I'm hoping is that when I do the file conversion and upload to YouTube, that the red will, by changing it to purple, it'll be a lot clearer and legible, so you guys will have a better experience. Now, I've got the graphics settings here set to medium, and with Fraps I should have a decent frame rate and a pretty smooth action, and I'm going to have the free camera on for most of the time to try to make this as watchable as possible, even though that will not give you the full flavor of the scouting angle with the crazy camera movements, but I think it'll be more enjoyable if I don't have the fixed camera on. So like I say, this was an awesome extended battle, and let's get started. Now, there's several people on our team I want you to take note of. There's the guy in the medium. His name is Barrel of Fish, right? He's in a M46 Patton, and he plays that medium in the middle of the map beautifully, and keep an eye on that.
Let's get this show on the road.
You will notice that there's something very odd about the way the game engine is drawing in the grass and stuff. There's like a receding front. I don't want to change that. I don't know how to change it. With the new graphics card, you know, it doesn't slow things down, but you'll notice there's a shimmer there. I don't know if that's to do with the driver or to do with the game engine. I just don't know. This is 7.5. It's very odd, as you can see, the way that receding front is drawing itself, but what can you do? So you'll notice there's been comments already about the physics patch. This was basically the last hurrah of the T50 with no drifting, and it's interesting, that night we had actually 2 consecutive battles that were awesome. I will do this one. I think I'll do the other one as well. I'll create a video of it, and hopefully that shimmer will. Like right now, I see a shimmer in the middle of the game engine. I'll have to wait until I see the actual video file that Fraps is creating as we speak here to see if that shimmer goes away. I just updated the driver, and it appears that it didn't do anything. So like I say, Barrel of Fish there in his medium tank played beautifully, and one of the things I'm most proud of in this battle is that I saved him. You know, I intervened at a critical moment and deliberately courted danger in order to keep him alive. But then I made a mistake, and we'll get to that. But it didn't cost us the victory. So this is very common situation at Prokhorovka, the waiting game, the fact that it's a pub and that there's very little coordination. You know, it's there's a certain level of randomness, and you know, as a scout, as a light tank driver, I've seen it all before, and I just know the proper thing for me to do is to hang on and not try anything too radical. There's a Super Pershing coming down the road. And you'll see Wilkie's back there in his KV-4. And we can't see Guy. He's working the hill. So we'll just turn this around here. And the waiting game continues. We've killed 4 tier 8s, so you might think that, you know, although not in the bag, that it was looking promising, but there was a turnaround later in the battle. So this guy, Barrel of Fish, there in his Patton, I've actually killed him a couple times subsequently. I wouldn't describe him as a famous player, but he's certainly well known, I would say. I've seen him playing a lot. And another thing I like about what I did here is that I survived while those AMX 1390s did not. And they're light tanks with 1100 hit points. And I've only got 360, and I managed to, you know, hang on, and they did not, so that always gives me a big thrill. From the tactical point of view, you can see the term that I would use is it's a dog's breakfast. There's no rhyme or reason to a lot of the vehicle movements. You know, you just have to live with that. It continues to this day, and there, unfortunately, that one guy just lost his battle with the IS-8 over there on the other side of the map. I can't comment on what happened to him because I didn't see any of it. So just turn the camera again here, and you'll see that IS-3 has gone unsupported towards the flag. I think we can all guess how that's going to end. Not very well. That's as you've all heard me say, the number one error in World of Tanks is attempting to do things unsupported. And the Tiger II is probably not long for this world. And as you can see, Barrel of Fish there in his Patton is dancing in the middle of the map. I mean, the medium tanks can do that successfully. Heavier vehicles, not recommended. It's much better to go down the road carefully, as Wilkie is doing. Now, at this point, this is another classic artillery location coming up. So I'm going to turn the camera around here, and I think actually the GW Panther has already gotten away from potential danger. The M41 is there. He started to move, and I am about to head down there and use the agility of this vehicle to light up that IS-8 and stay alive. And you will see here an example of what you could do before the physics was introduced, because I just run rings around this IS-8, and it was fun. They took it out of the game, and there he is. There's the IS-8. So he's approaching the flag, and the arty shells are landing. There's a hit and tracked him. You can see I can stay below the horizon here and then try to reappear in a different location, the usual. And Barrel of Fish, the Patton, is shooting back. So here I'm zigzagging here, and I do sort of a reverse. He misses me, and then I go around him. And I'm sure he doesn't like that kind of treatment. So he's out of the way, and now I get back to spotting in the middle of the map. Let's check Wilkie's status. He's down to 70%. Barrel of Fish is at 56%. And it's not completely one-sided here. It's not as huge a comeback, but it's pretty damn good. Okay, so I'm concerned about the health of the medium tank there, and I'm just going to try to stick with him here and reveal danger. Now that thing is at 78%. Very dangerous. There's the arty shell. And there's another shell. Okay, here's the critical moment of the battle. And actually I'm late there, but here I go. Okay, my sole objective here is to save the Patton, so I'm just basically going to get in the way of the shot here and take the hit. No damage. I use my repair kit. He's wasting shells on me. And I'm going to take another hit here. And now I'm just going to harass him. And the Patton finishes them off. So that was, I'm very proud whenever I managed to do that. And I suffered almost no damage. Now, here is where I made a mistake. It might have something to do with the fact that we're not communicating. And Wilkie is saying he's dead, and I told him, no, start driving backwards. You can see he's driving backwards down the road to keep his distance. I know that's sort of oxymoron in a KV4, but nevertheless, he did pull back a little bit. And what I do here is I'm thinking to try to... These guys are both at 2% and 14%, so I think subconsciously, and the T-34 there you'll see is at 70%. I think I was trying to draw attention away from them by getting into the rear area here and possibly lighting up the arty. But unfortunately, I did not find anyone back here. And you can only do this, for a few seconds, and then you have to get back to try to help your friends. So, didn't work. And I'm on my way back. As you can see, although the great virtue of the T-50 was it wouldn't lose speed, nevertheless it would not exceed 60 kilometers an hour under any circumstances, even going downhill in the pre-physics era. So there you can see the 3 remaining enemy tanks. Barrel of Fish is dead there, and he probably has a reason to be a little angry with me about that, but fortunes of war. So the good news is that I can still continue to use this reverse slope here to eliminate people. And Wilkie backed way back there, right? So that got him out of trouble with all that shrubbery along the road there. And I just got hit by the arty. Probably too predictable a path there. But fortunately, my crew fixed it, and the Super Pershing is dead. And now it's a very straightforward job here to eliminate the IS-3. And there we are. There's a miss by the arty, and he comments. There's another arty shell. So I can go forward here. There's no problem with doing that. And just do a quick loop. And there he is again for the arty. And watch the kill shot. There we are. So all that needed to be done now was for Wilkie and me to go find that arty. He can't kill both of us, so I just wait. And Barrel of Fish there was nice to me, and doubly nice. I got 2 comments from him. And as I've said many times to you guys, there's a second comment which I greatly appreciate. As I've said, I wish I could talk to every scout in this game, and even after the physics patch, these guys, by dying early and suiciding, they had no idea the fun and the fulfillment that they were missing out on. As you can see, we've still got this bizarre drawing of the blades of grass or whatever. Like, I don't know what it's like 25 feet in front of my tank. I mean, that's totally nuts. And then it recedes as I pull back. Now, I think Wilkie got a little impatient there, telling me to scout. Well, my concern was I just want not there. He says Furnace Scout. I mean, really? I just don't want to be too far away from him, and just do this systematically and methodically. There's still, you know, almost 2 minutes remaining. There's the pretzel, and I forget exactly what I did here. There, he's breaking down the building. I just get out of his way and clear the field for Wilkie to take a kill shot. Boom. Game over. Hope you enjoyed it.